For not returning the money my ex-husband sent to me mistakenly. Oh, okay. What happened? Did he owe you money for child support? Is that what it is? A few days ago, my ex-husband mistakenly transferred two payments of $8,700 and $9,275. He did this at around 7:40 a.m. in the morning. And I didn't notice because I just worked a double night shift and I was getting ready for bed. How do you accidentally send someone $8,700? Literally like 20 grand.
It rarely happens, but it happens.
Actually, I've totally messed that up too. I don't know how to pay my taxes apparently, so... So my phone was charging on the nightstand. At the same time, my 4 children were at my parents' and I planned to sleep half the day away. I guess he realized his mistake at around 8:30 a.m. and by then I was dead asleep. I woke up at around 4 p.m. to at least 100 missed calls and maybe 150 texts asking and begging me to send him back the money. My initial thoughts were to send it back. Then I remembered he owed me 12 grand and hasn't paid me back since I lended it to him 4 years ago. And he's had a million excuses as to why he can't pay me back, and yet I always see him living it up. Word of advice: if you owe people money and you're telling them that you can't pay them back because, you know, oh, I'm so poor, I can't afford it, don't be like posting about your lavish lifestyle online. I kept the amount of money he owed me and returned only $5,975. And I told him I deducted his debt. Ooh, he didn't like that, did he? Curious to see what he was planning on spending that money on. Because, like, if it was like a debt situation where he was trying to pay off a debt and you kept the money, I don't know, that's a bit of an a-hole move, but I'm curious. Since then, I've had him call me every book in the name because this was apparently money he was saving to buy his girlfriend an engagement ring, the engagement venue, etc. So according to him, he had to tell her. Why? Okay, so it wasn't like this, he was spending money that he should have been using to pay you back. I think it's fair what you did. This then led to it ruining the surprise engagement he planned for the next weekend. His girlfriend had been bad-mouthing me and it caused a bit of a storm, with me having to shut down my social media, and even his parents, who I had a cordial relationship, have been impacted by it. Does she know that he, like, owed you a bunch of money?
Yes, well, actually, no.
I discussed the situation with a friend and a colleague, and it was overheard by another colleague, and he called what I did a move. And I guess he shared it with a couple of other people, and now I'm not too sure anymore whether I'm being an a-hole or not. Is that an a-hole move? That coworker owes people money. Just saying. Edit. The money that was loaned to him after our divorce, and we've been divorced for 7 years. I loaned him the money 4 years ago after he lost his job and fell behind on his rent. This has nothing to do with his child support payments, of which he's also behind on. And that's being handled by family court and the child support company. Why is he late on child support payments if he can clearly afford to spend $20,000 on an engagement? There are texts of him asking for a loan and included a repayment plan and time, but he never stuck to it. So there's a legal trail if he ever decided to involve the law, but I seriously doubt he would, because it would cost way more to sue me, and I think I would have won in court since I only deducted his debt to me. Yes, he's the father of our 4 kids. I also didn't deduct the overdue child support payments because that is being handled by the courts, and I don't want to muddy the water and get myself in trouble. Fair enough. But they should definitely know that he can afford an expensive engagement ring and a venue. The child support company is aware of his arrears, and if I'm not mistaken, he will need to start paying soon or they'll start garnering his wages. So what's he going to do? Is he going to call them and get mad at them and...
How dare you keep my wages? I told you I'd pay you back.
This is not going to work. Judge Charlotte will not allow it.
Burn that mistake!
Edit 2. Yes, I could have sued him for the debt, but it would have cost me way more to hire a lawyer. Suing someone isn't cheap. Lawyers cost real money, and a lawsuit takes time. Very good point. To be fair, he owed you 12 grand for 4 years. His priority should have been clearing his debt and then saving for an engagement ring, especially when he clearly had the money. Also, surely he can find an engagement ring for 6 grand. Not the a-hole, you only kept what you were owed. I would say that you were an a-hole if the money was going towards a debt that he was paying off so that he could pay you back. But it's not going toward that. It's going toward a luxury in life that he cannot afford because he owes you money. And I'm curious to know if, like, his new fiance or future fiance understands that he owes you money. Not only that, but also is behind on his child support payments, because, like, that's dusty as hell. I wouldn't want to marry someone who didn't take care of their kids or didn't consider it a priority. Not the a-hole. Tell everyone who says that you're wrong that if he can afford a venue, he can afford to pay back his debt to the mother of his children. His new fiance should be pleased to find out his true nature before the wedding. I should hope so. I'm guessing she has no idea. I'm hoping that's the case. You did her a favor letting her know that he won't repay his debts unless forced to do so. His bad luck on the mistake, but good for you. This reminds me of a time when I forgot I had a credit card, okay? So I had this credit card in university. I forgot that it had like a reoccurring payment on it because like it costs like whatever, $150 to have this credit card every year. So I just stopped using the credit card, and I didn't understand that if I stopped using it, like they would still charge me the yearly fee, and I Anyways, mistakenly, I tried to pay off a different credit card and accidentally sent the money to the old credit card. And when I called them to be like, yo, I accidentally sent you money, can you send it back to me? They were like, no, bestie. You actually owe us money. So I f***ed up my credit for a while there too. Like, that was not good. That was not good for me. Note to self, don't open a credit card with a yearly fee and then forget to close it.
So close.
Opie says he's also behind on child support, but that is being handled by family court. This dude has no business dropping almost $18,000 on his girlfriend when he's not able to uphold his commitments to his former wife and children. You definitely right about that. Don't be spending money you don't have. That was a very satisfying update.